How's it going, everyone? Not really sure what I'm going to be doing today. I have a few ideas I'm tossing around. Here's the pond, big pond. There's a lot of like sediment, filth on the bottom, and it stinks because my pump broke. I feel like I say this every stinking year. My pump broke. It burned up, it quit, something happened to it. I need to get a new one. I even set up this really cool waterfall right here with a piece of slate, but currently the pond is not getting filtered. It has an aerator right here, so it still has that, it's still getting oxygen in the water for the fish, but it's not getting cleaned. So here it is right now. You can see all the green like sediment down there. When I get a new pump, what I'm gonna do is completely drain out the pond, clean it. I do a thorough, good scrubbing every single year before, the season really kicks off, before all the heat and everything sets in and grows all the algae. I clean it out right now, how it usually is. I'm cleaning sand and the rocks and everything. But yeah, that's how it stinks. The pump broke. That was like an $80 pump. Gonna have to get another one. But you know what? That's just how it is sometimes. But you know what? We're gonna go ahead and go down to the woods, grab a few rocks I want to bring up for a new pond build that I'm going to be doing here very soon. Buggy's got some doors right now, 2 rear half doors to be exact, because I wanted to make it into like a truck. So, and I've actually succeeded in doing that. We even have a hatch in the back. Yeah, so there it is. We got like a little bed and everything right there. So we're gonna fill this up with rocks, hopefully, to get some good rocks for a pond build. I'm gonna go ahead and sit up in here. If you don't already, make sure to follow my other channel that is specifically about vehicles, like the buggy and everything. And also, I'm looking kind of shaggy right now. I haven't had a haircut in like 2 months. But yeah, we're gonna go down in the woods, collect some rocks, bring the buggy down in the woods with us, because we got a sweet new trail down there. It's pretty sweet. That'll be it. I'll show you guys my ideas for a new pond build that I'm gonna be doing. It's for a turtle species. Hopefully, if I can sing and find one, I think you'll really like. Common, but people still love them. Okay, so here we are, down at the creek. Got the buggy down here. Did an excellent job going down that big old hill. I'm gonna get a little parkour right here. Ooh. Alright, so here are some rocks. Now this creek is the creek that I've pulled I swear, hundreds of pounds of rocks from my tanks, from my ponds, any kind of enclosure I do, like all the wood and everything that we have. Anytime I've ever needed something for a naturalistic environment, this is my go-to. So we're just gonna collect some of these bigger rocks. Maybe if we find a cool log, we'll bring it up. But basically, we're just looking for some good, like that's a decent sized rock right there. Some good, decent sized rocks we can throw in a pond, or around a pond or just something like a cave, something that we can make look naturalistic in this turtle's environment, which hopefully I'll be able to set up here real soon. But we're gonna go ahead and try to find some nice cool rocks that we can throw into this enclosure. Okay guys, so obviously you just look at rocks, pick up the one you want and throw it in the back of the buggy. It's pretty much all it'll take. So also, for anyone who may be concerned, taking these rocks is doing absolutely no harm to this specific environment. There's who knows how many of hundreds and hundreds of miles of this creek that has just as many of these rocks in it, and by me taking these rocks, it's doing absolutely nothing to the environment. It's the absolute worst it's doing is making a crawdad have to move from one rock to another. It's not doing anything bad. And if I find a rock with eggs on it, I'll leave it. Simple as that. There's a million rocks out there. I don't need that specific one. If it has eggs on it, I'll leave it. But any other rock is fair game. Alrighty, so here are the rocks that I got. We've got this nice big pile here. We got one that kind of got thrown a little further. Got a few over here and then a few underneath the buggy. These rocks were for a fire pit that I had down here that I'm going to rebuild. So I'm going to leave those, put those in there, and head on up. We'll leave them by the turtle pond, where the turtle pond will be. So here we have it. And you know what's crazy, guys? Before I had this buggy and I needed these rocks, I would have come down here and carried them up one by one. Without this buggy, this would have been an all-day thing, and it would have been like the only thing I would have gotten done this entire day. So by having this thing, it's literally like such a weight off my shoulders to be able to carry up this many rocks and just like effortlessly. It's absolutely insane. So we're gonna go ahead, hold the tripod up, throw it on in here. You know what? I'm gonna put the tripod up front just in case one of those rocks decides to slide back. Doesn't smash my tripod. We're gonna go in and unload these rocks. Then we'll figure out what we're gonna be doing the rest of the day. Bit of a change of plans. Originally, I was going to put these rocks by where I'm going to be digging my new pond. However, I've been meaning to do something in here because I really do believe Scully, my cicada tortoise, would be able to like bust through these little planks here, like the fencing. So I was wanting to do something. I've got a few ideas. This is the beginning of my idea, is to line the inside completely with rocks. That way she can't really get right up to the fence and dig like the dirt fence. She can't get in this little crevice here and just use those huge digger of arms that she has and plow through here. It's kind of like a barrier. It's a barrier between the grass where she will be and the fence. Hopefully this will kind of deter her from getting right up against the fence. And if she were to dig a hole in like a corner, it would be like, you know, inside of the rocks. but I don't think she will do that. Hopefully not. I'll keep an eye on her. But I'll eventually need to line the entire inside with rocks. I only have about 1 panel done, and I've got like, what, 7 more to go. So it'll be a little bit until the entire inside is lined. But another idea I have for this, as you know, with the rocks on the inside, I want to get some decently thick, like fencing or wire of some kind, wrap the entire thing around, so if she were to break through it, she would, you know, also have to go through metal, which I don't think she would be able to. So I'm going to wrap the entire thing around some really good quality like fencing, some kind of wire, and then on top of that, on the bottom, I'm going to get some 2x4s and just screw in all around the very bottom, some nice thick 2x4s all around the bottom, which is sandwiching in the fencing between the 2x4 and this pallet here. And then on the other side, of course, we have the rocks. So I think that will be enough. I'm also going to be supplying her with her own burrow in here. Hopefully she'll kind of like expand the burrow that I start in there for her rather than trying to dig her own. But we'll see. Only time will tell. But yeah, it's a little overgrown now. It'll be a little bit before Scully can come out. It's getting way too cold at night for her. However, during the day, we're getting a few days where I could bring her out, which I probably could, you know, if I keep an eye on her, bring her out here. But I want to make sure this is completely done before, let's say, the end of June. So within a month, I want this to be completely done, because Scully is one of my absolute favorites and I cannot afford to lose her. So that being said, we're gonna go in, see if we can't find something else to do turtle related, so you guys can watch that. So I thought, since, you know, don't really have a whole lot on my plate today, I will do an update on this guy. This is Sonny, my baby northern diamondback terrapin. There he is. The tank looks totally different from when last time you guys saw it. In my opinion, it looks a whole lot better. Got rid of the sand, got some of these really nice river rocks right here, as you can see. Not completely cluttering the entire bottom of the tank, which, to be honest, I kind of like. As you can see the debris sitting there, which makes it easier to clean. And I really like how the pothos has grown tremendously, not only in his tank, but in the alligator snapper tank, which I'm actually going to be cleaning right after I finish this video, which I'll make another video about. The pothos plant have just blossomed. I mean, look, I made this custom screen top. Quick little thing for you guys. So this is the normal screen top that you get for tanks. The holes in the screen top here are not big enough to put that back. Basically, the UV light can't get through that screen top. Enough UV cannot get through a regular screen top. So I got some chicken wire and I made my own. It actually is pretty nice. Now this is plenty big enough. He's getting all the UVB. Just some piece of wood, zip ties, and some screws. That's all it took. But in the back here, I actually have it opened. It's not all the way around. It's completely open in the back, as you can see. There's a gap, which I made for a pothos plant, so it can actually grow out, which I have it sit in there, and it looks pretty cool. And then you have his basking logs right there. 2x4s, driftwood. But man, why isn't he coming out? There he is. He's right there, swimming. He's got like a little, like, thing of debris stuck on his shell. It probably got on there when he was basking and it dried on there, and as you can see, it's like a little stuck on his shell. But there he is, Sonny, doing great. He's not really grown a whole lot. He's grown a little bit, but you know, he's in no rush to grow. But doing great, as you can see. The filter is doing great, and that's just his tank. The fish, he ate, I think, 2 fish somehow, or maybe they died and they just ate and then he ate them. But I put the rest in with the alligator snapper, which, stay tuned, and you'll be able to see the clean setup of the alligator snapper as well. So here he is, Sonny, doing great. Got him. Cute little guy, peeking through the leaves. And yeah, this is his enclosure as it sits now. I really love this enclosure. It's super clear, it's really nice, and I love the vine. Like, I love the roots on the pothos plants. It's just, it's so cool, I think. So stinking cool. So I'm just gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment, do whatever you feel necessary. If you liked the video, of course. If you didn't like the video, then why are you watching until the end? If you didn't like it, you should have clicked off of it right when it started. So, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. Say goodbye to Sonny. Right there. If it will focus on him. There we go. And I'll see you guys in the next video.